Hello, ladies. How are you today? Today, I wanted to cover a topic which I thought was quite interesting. A lot of the times, people will come to me, ladies, and say, "Oh, it's quite expensive eating healthy," but it's actually not, because if you actually think about it, there are so many shops now you can go to where you can pick up good quality fruit and veg and fish, etc., without having to pay too much. Okay, so you can go to Lidl's, you can get your your fruit and veg from there. You can go to Aldi's. Asda is quite reasonable, and again, your salmon, Lidl's do and Aldi's all do good offers. Okay, so it doesn't cost too much to get your fish in. Again, you don't have to have salmon. You can have it. You can have haddock. You can have anything else. Also, when you go think about chicken, chicken's quite cheap anyway. But if you're going, you're gonna buy a kilo, and a kilo. Let's just say you buy a kilo of boneless chicken. That should last you a good 4-5 portions. Definitely will. And if you wanting to spend more money, then you would possibly go and get lamb and stuff. But you don't need to make it expensive. You just need to make it really simple. And if you actually think about how much you actually spent on food, well, work out how much you spent on a coffee, going out with your friends, meeting up for a cake, how much you spent in Starbucks, how much you spent going to cinema, how much you spend on having a meal with the kids, how much you spend just grabbing and going. If you work out all that, you're probably spending a lot more there and getting a lot less. Whereas this way you can still eat better without having to put an expensive price tag to it. So definitely you can go out there, go to Aldi's, you can go to Lidl, you can go to Asda, Tesco, and you can pick up loads of stuff. And again, when you're getting your own meat stuff in, you don't need to go and you don't need to buy. For example, probably I would say lamb is probably the dearest thing that I would buy. But you don't need to have that. I mean, if you're quite happy with the chicken, you can have chicken mince, you can make stir fries, you can get prawns frozen, and they're not even that expensive. And again, it's good. Just vary your diet and don't look at the little picture of thinking, oh, it's costing you much, but it's actually not. Because if you actually work it out in the long run, if you cut out having that odd McDonald's, having that carry out, grabbing that sandwich, having the coffee, having the cake, I'm sure when you go to Costa Coffee, you spend at least £5, because by the time you buy a drink and a cake, it's £5 definitely. Okay, so definitely you're saving money. So it doesn't need to be expensive. It's only expensive if you make it expensive. So if I was to go shopping in Waitrose, I would definitely be increasing my, my weekly bill by £20 easy. And I don't need to, because you just shop about. Just be, shrewd. Okay, have a great day. Take care. Bye.